Hello, I'm Nick. Today I will show you how to quickly turn your Figma design into code using Lovable. It will be fun. Lovable is an AI chatbot that allows you to build UI using text prompts. It also allows you to import designs from Figma. Since we are doing exactly that, we need to follow 3 steps. First, create a design in Figma. Then, use Builder.io Figma plugin to make the design ready to export to code. And then import the exported design to Lovable, so it could create the final version of our solution. Let's start with Figma. Here you can see a design of a landing page, nicely crafted by Olga. I will leave a link to this design in the description. I will turn this wonderful design into code using Lovable. Before I trigger the Builder.io plugin, let's check 2 things. First, we need to make sure that our design uses auto layout. If some section of your design don't have auto layout, it's likely that Builder.io won't be able to parse your design properly. So double check that auto layout is enabled for all your content blocks. Then select the entire frame with our design. And here I want to mention another important thing. The size of the frame should be up to 3000 pixels. This is a constraint that Builder.io has at the time of recording this video. If you try to import a design that is larger than 3000 pixels, you will see a message: quality degrades for selection larger than 3000 pixels. Since our design is smaller than 3000 pixels, we can click the magic button and select Builder.io. In the Export tab, click Export. The tool analyzes existing design, creates responsive hierarchy, mobile layout, and optimizes icons and SVG assets. And finally, show us 3 previews of design that we can choose from. These are the variants of our original design. There can be slight alternations in design of individual elements in these versions. So what I need to do is to check design and choose the one that better resembles the original design in Figma. Basically, I will do a visual audit where I will scroll the pages and try to find the visual defects. In the first variant, I see a problem with the size of the call to action button in the bottom section. In the second variant, the mobile version doesn't look good. It has an extra call to action button. Let me put the original design to the left for the reference. And the third variant doesn't have a section with companies that trust us. I think I will go with the first variant. Click on it to select. Builder prepares the design. Now we can click this button to import design to Lovable. There is a step where we need to connect the accounts. And after that, the builder will start to ship code to Lovable. At this step, the tool tries to understand the reasoning behind some design decisions and create components and sections that Lovable will use. I've sped up this part a bit because in reality it takes around a minute or 2 for the tool to complete this procedure. You can see that the issues can arise during this process, and the tools will try to fix them. My assumption is that these issues are rooted in the interaction between the tools rather than the quality of the Figma design itself. Once this procedure is ready, we can launch Lovable. Quite funny that the tool continues to generate the code when we launch the project. But we have time to explore UI. The left side panel is a chat with the AI assistant, a place where we'll submit the prompts. The right window is the window for code or design preview. At the top right corner you can see 3 buttons. Supabase is an open source alternative to Firebase, real-time database. GitHub, we can connect GitHub and publish our code there. And Publish, button to publish a website to access it online. Finally, we can see the preview of our web page. And from the first glance, it looks messy. Even in the Heroes section, you can easily spot a few issues, such as missing text logo, unnecessary line breaks for the menu options, and missing top image. Once you scroll, you will also find that we have a few problems here and there. One thing that I've noticed about Lovable is that it works well for simple layouts, but for more complex layouts, it can break things. But we can try to fix these issues in real time by asking AI assistant to do that. For example, I will focus on company logos. Right now the tool doesn't show the logos. So let's ask AI to fix that. I will write fix company logos without mentioning what logos I mean. AI figures out the problem and provides a solution. So now we have logos, but not the logos that we had in the original design, which is strange. Also, the spacing between logos is not good. So let's ask AI to fix the spacing problem. Looks better now. Finally, let's fix the missing Adobe logo. It's a shame that design tool doesn't show the logo of one of the most important companies in design field. Just kidding. So far, we tried global editing. But now, let's try local editing. I will use local editing for the top menu. Click Edit and select the header. Well, actually, we have a separate container for the menu, and it's called nav. So we can narrow down our focus to that part of UI. Select nav and ask Lovable to modify nav. In my case, I ask it to remove line breaks. And here is the result. Overall, I think that Lovable is a good tool when you want to quickly turn your design into code, so you can demonstrate it to developers. At the same time, it will require some effort to fix the issues that arise during the transition from Figma to Lovable. So, be ready to either iterate with the AI or dive into the code to fix the issues. That's all for now. Let me know what you think about Lovable in the comments. Thank you.